The Florida Department of Transportation, FDOT, is conducting an Alternative Corridor Evaluation, or ACE, to evaluate the extension of Florida's Turnpike, State Road 91. This corridor is referred to as the Northern Turnpike Extension and would involve construction of a limited access toll highway. In this video, you'll learn about the project description, the project development process including project phases, the project approach, the goals for the Northern Turnpike Extension project, the study area for the project, the preliminary alternative corridors, the project schedule, and finally, how to learn more about the project, provide comments, and contact information for the project team. The Northern Turnpike Extension project is a proposed extension of Florida's Turnpike from its northerly terminus in Wildwood to a logical and appropriate terminus as determined by the Florida Department of Transportation, FDOT, per Senate Bill 100 of 2021, codified in Section 339.66, subsection 6 of the Florida statutes. The legislature finds that the extension of Florida's Turnpike is in the strategic interest of the state. This project follows the FDOT project development process, which has 5 phases as shown here. Today, we are in the first phase of the project development process, which is the planning phase. The project is currently being screened through the Efficient Transportation Decision-Making, or ETDM process by environmental resource agencies. Input from the resource agencies will be used to refine alternative corridors to avoid and minimize impacts to environmentally sensitive features to the extent possible. This public meeting is also part of the planning phase, where we are following the Alternative Corridor Evaluation, or ACE process. During the ACE process, existing conditions are assessed, preliminary future traffic is forecasted, and corridor analysis is completed, along with other documentation. The ACE process will evaluate alternative corridors with respect to project goals, and unreasonable corridors will be eliminated, resulting in a recommended alternative corridor for detailed evaluation during the Project Development and Environment, or PD&E phase, which is Phase 2. The analysis performed during the ACE process will also be used to develop and refine the purpose and need for the project, focus the project study area, describe the general environmental setting for the project, and identify preliminary environmental impacts and mitigation measures. During the PD&E study, various project alignments and their potential social and environmental effects will be evaluated. This slide will present the project approach. The initial step was to complete an analysis of the study area considering engineering factors, avoidance and minimization of environmental resources, as well as previous studies and reports, resulting in a set of preliminary alternative corridors. As mentioned previously, we are currently in the ACE process with ETDM screening underway. Corridor evaluation criteria will be prepared considering ETDM comments, project goals, impact to environmental resources, engineering factors, cost, and public input. The corridor analysis will use the evaluation criteria to measure the relative performance of each alternative corridor before eliminating non-viable alternatives and recommending a corridor that will advance into the PD&E study. The PD&E study will involve collecting additional data, developing alternative alignments within the recommended corridor, and performing technical analyses. Additionally, the PD&E study will evaluate an option to not build the project or no-build alternative against build alternatives. After consideration of analysis results, as well as agency and public input, a preferred alignment alternative or a no-build alternative will be selected at the conclusion of the PD&E study. The goals of the Northern Turnpike Extension project are to enhance regional connectivity, accommodate increased travel demand associated with projected population growth, address regional congestion and safety issues, and improve hurricane evacuation. These goals are used to develop the project's purpose and need, which will be refined over time and become more detailed as the project advances through the planning phase, ETDM process, and into the PD&E phase. The study area covers Citrus County, Levy County, Marion County, and Sumter County. The beginning of the project is near the interchange of I-75 and Florida's Turnpike in Wildwood. The logical end of the project will be determined by FDOT during the Alternative Corridor Evaluation, or ACE, process. Future land use in the study area can be grouped into 11 common categories shown on this map. These categories are agriculture, commercial, conservation, extractive or mining, industrial, mixed use, public, recreation, residential, water, and the farmland preservation area. These uses were synthesized from county comprehensive plans. The goal of enhancing regional transportation connectivity is driven by a need to increase mobility and provide route choices for regional travelers within, to and from, and through the study area. Adding an additional regional connection between Florida's Turnpike and other north-south highways will help provide more network options so travelers can better avoid congested I-75 and have additional route choices when making longer distance trips between Southeast Florida, Central Florida, and Florida's Panhandle, Georgia, and Alabama. The enhanced connectivity will also expand access to nearby metro areas and provide residents and businesses from smaller communities easier and more reliable travel time access to critical destinations such as healthcare facilities, educational institutions, and airports. Improved connectivity will also improve access to local employment centers, which will encourage additional local business investments. Enhancing connectivity will also support local residents to have faster and more convenient access to jobs, as at least 44% of residents in the study area work more than 25 miles from their homes. Additionally, enhancing connectivity is needed to address future growth in statewide freight and commodity flows. The goal to accommodate increased travel demand in the study area is driven by projected increases in traffic, population, and employment. In fact, by 2050, within the study area, traffic on the state highway system is projected to increase by 51%, while population and employment are projected to increase by 43% and 54% respectively. Darker shaded areas on this map represent locations where the population growth is forecast to be the largest within the study area. The largest increases are expected to occur in Citrus, Marion, and Sumter counties, north of Inverness in Citrus County, east and west of Ocala in Marion County, and around the Villages Retirement Community in Sumter County. Sumter County has recently recorded the fastest population growth in the state of Florida. Additionally, part of the increased travel demand can be attributed to tourism activity, where some visitors visit the study area while others pass through the study area en route to their final destinations, as the study area is the gateway to Central Florida. Overall, the existing and currently planned roadways in the state highway system within the study area have inadequate capacities to handle projected travel demand increase by 2050. The goal to address regional congestion and safety is driven by crashes and mobility issues in the study area. Between January 2014 and December 2018, over 84,000 crashes occurred on roadways in the study area. Of the reported crashes, 737 were fatal crashes and 21,850 were injury crashes. The red areas in the image show locations with high concentrations of crashes. Most of the urban areas, including segments of I-75, Florida's Turnpike, US 1998, and State Road 44, have high concentration of crashes. Non-recurring congestion caused by crashes, disabled vehicles, congestion, adverse weather events, and planned special events is a major challenge within the study area. In fact, on I-75, major incidents, including crashes, cause all lanes to be closed on average once every 9 days. It is so problematic that it actually accounts for approximately 80% of the congestion that occurs on I-75. Evaluating how well the project meets the goal to improve hurricane evacuation times will rely upon evaluation of travel times and shelter demand for local and regional evacuees within and through the study area. Analysis of a Category 5 storm shows that approximately 356,000 people would need to evacuate their homes in the study area, and upwards of 51,000 people would need to seek shelter. This event would also create more than 199,000 evacuating vehicles and result in a clearance time of 24 to 56 hours, which is the time it takes for people to evacuate from the point when the evacuation order is issued until the last evacuee can either leave the evacuation zone or arrive at safe shelter within the county. Demand would exceed the capacity on key evacuation routes such as I-75 and US 1998 and worsen evacuation traffic problems. This image shows 4 initial alternative corridors that are being screened in the ETDM process. These corridors will be evaluated in the ACE process, where one objective is to eliminate unreasonable corridors. All alternative corridors begin from the northern terminus of Florida's Turnpike in Wildwood and head northwest to a terminus at a location along the future Suncoast Parkway 2, or US 1998. The northernmost alternative, Alternative Corridor North A, is shown in red and terminates at US 1998 north of Chiefland in Levy County. Alternative Corridor North B is shown in blue and connects to US 1998 approximately 3 miles north of the town of Inglis. The preferred alternative from the previously completed 1999 PD&E served as the baseline of this alternative. Alternative Corridor Central is shown in purple and traverses the middle of the study area and terminates in Citrus County at either the future Suncoast Parkway 2 or US 1998. The southernmost alternative corridor, Alternative Corridor South, is shown in yellow and generally follows State Road 44 in Sumter County until just west of the Withlacoochee River in Citrus County, then heads northwest, bypassing Inverness before following the purple corridor to end at the future Suncoast Parkway 2 or US 1998. These initial corridors were drawn with a minimum buffer width of 1,000 feet for the purpose of evaluating potential impacts and allowing flexibility for developing narrower alignments that will avoid or minimize impacts during the PD&E study. Areas near potential interchange locations and other areas are wider than 1,000 feet to provide flexibility and allow evaluation of different geometry and interchange configurations in the PD&E study. Florida's Turnpike Enterprise started the planning phase of the Northern Turnpike Extension Project in October 2021. The project is currently in early stages of development with the ETDM screening and alternative corridor evaluation underway. The PD&E study is scheduled for completion in spring 2023. Your input matters in our decision-making process. For additional information or to make comments, visit the project website at www.floridasturnpike.com/NTE. Contact information for project representatives is also included and available on the website. Thank you for your interest in the Northern Turnpike Extension Project.